Hey guys, it is time for another SCRAWLRBOX. I do have to say before I open this one, there are probably going to be some people out there with SCRAWLRBOXes who are missing something, because luckily it made it into my house, but this really cool, heavy, shiny ruler fell out of my SCRAWLRBOX when I put it on my couch after getting out of the mailbox. So I would not be surprised if there's quite a few people out there who don't get this really cool, like, rose gold ruler at all. But luckily it just fell out once it got in my house. Oh no. There we go. Da-ba-ba-ba. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, that's an unusual artwork. Huh. Maria Duta. In-depth feature exploring complex relationships between the concepts of autonomy with the validation through the artist's perspective when confronted with internal and external challenges. Yeah, variety of materials, surface, blah 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 blah. Here you guys go, information. Look at the art once again. Very interesting. Mathematical. Mathy feel. Okay. Put this aside. We've got a rose gold looking sticker. And a whole pad of paper, that's cool. Some sort of unnamed black toffee. Some Faber-Castell metallic paint markers. Looks like you can draw on all sorts of surfaces. Silver and gold. Some Derwent fine art pencils. These ones have the rose gold finish. I see that's kind of the theme here. And they're metallic color pencils. We've got two golds that look, oh no, one's a little more yellowy than the other. A green, a blue, a purple, and like a magenta. Those are so shiny they kind of hurt my eyes. And then we have Multi-Techniques 8 sheets of black paper. Mixed media paper, I would assume. It's nice to have a pad of paper. That's one thing that SCRAWLRBOX, I mean, it's nice they give you paper, but there's so many other boxes out there these days who give you like a good handful of paper, where SCRAWLRBOX generally just gives you like 1 or 2 sheets. I mean, not to be too picky, but it's nice. I could do swatching and other things. Alright, so we've got the December box. 'Tis the season to get shiny and metallic. This box contains the perfect tools to help you explore a geometric abstract world and get lost in lines, squares, and shapes. Apparently the different sides of the paper are differently textured. Ew. Derwent metallic pencils, Derwent copper ruler, Faber-Castell metallic marker, Clairefontaine paint on black pad. And the challenge is squared away. I think I have an idea. Let's take a look. So as soon as I saw the prompt for this one, I saw the examples and the rainbow of bright colors. I immediately had an idea. I've talked about it before, but as you guys probably know, I am an art teacher, teaching in Sweden, and we have been talking about abstract art in my classes this year, focusing on a couple different abstract artists, and While this project this time around has been largely focused on graphic design, I do pretty much every year make my students do a project where they pick an artist from a list and from there create their own artwork inspired by that artist's work. There's a Swedish knowledge requirement. It's how we do grading in Sweden that has to do with can they be creative with somebody else's ideas, pretty much. I mean, if we were to bring it down to the most basics. Anyway, so one of the artists that we're talking about this year when we're doing abstract art is Hilma of Klint. She was a Swedish artist in... what time period is that? She was a Swedish artist in the 1900s, 1862 to 1944. She was a female artist. Yeah, because I've been saying she. And what makes her particularly interesting is she is actually the first person to do modern abstract art. People have always believed it's been Vasily Kandinsky, but if you actually look at, the timeline and what have you, Hilma actually did hers before him. The reason why there's the kind of discrepancy in when things happened, though, is when Hilma grew old, she left in her will all of her paintings to her nephew, I believe, and basically said, hey, don't show anybody these until 20 years after I'm dead. So people didn't know she had done a bunch of really cool, brightly colored, textured abstract art because she didn't want anyone to know. The reason why she didn't want anyone to know was because she thought no one would understand. She didn't think anyone would understand because she created art to talk to ancient gods, ghosts, and spirits. She was known for, holding seance parties and crud. She was an odd duck, but she created some really, really cool artwork. Artwork that inspired this piece, which you guys can't see because I didn't pay attention while I was drawing it, and it's mostly out of the frame. Sorry. But she did a lot of really cool isometric and geometric drawings dealing with light and prisms and all of that. I think her father was a mathematician, or there's somebody in her life who was a hardcore math person, so it's really cool to kind of see that inspiration in her art. She also had a brief collection having to do with swans, which is really cool. But yes, this talking to ghosts Swedish abstract artist who grew up in a fancy castle, daughter of a navy fancy person. I don't remember the rank, but he was admiral or something really cool. And I'm living and working in Sweden, and I wanted to talk to the kids about a Swede. And it was just a happy coincidence. Her art's really playful and bright and colorful and nice, and it was really fun to do that in metallic form with these materials. It was definitely the first thought that came to mind. Anyway, I like it. It's pretty, it's simple, very Hilma of Klint like. Are there any artists you remember talking about in your art classes? Do you believe in spirituality and the fact that you can communicate with spirits in a painting? I suggest you give her a Google and look at some of her stuff. Tell me what you think. It's fun, it's cool, and it's an artist I didn't know about before I moved to Sweden and started researching what I was going to teach the students this year. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!